We're going to start out today's episode with always learning, just plain ass old water, okay? We got to hydrate. We got to hydrate ourselves, get ready for the gym later, get a little workout in, because health is wealth, and hydration is key. Welcome to HairB&B, and I'm so pumped for this episode because if you have been following me on social, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, then you know I've been getting a ton of heat for my price transparency posts, specifically my $2,000 hair services or my $600 hair services. And in my last episode, I talked about the 3 calculations you must know in your beauty business, but how do you really know if you're really charging your worth? Or are you price gouging? So in this episode, I'm going to be chatting about charging your worth, the 5 things to avoid when charging clients. And this is going to be an amazing episode for hairstylists or salon owners who really want to level up their business, specifically those who are in a space with a solid clientele. But this is also a great episode for a newbie, so you can start putting this advice that I'm going to share with you to practice right now, because let me tell you, I wish I knew some of this stuff early in my career. Welcome to HairB&B, a podcast about hair, beauty, and business. Hi, I'm Mirella Manelli, and I help hairstylists just like you streamline this entrepreneur roller coaster you're on so you can start feeling like the CEO that you are. So grab a glass and be ready to simplify your hair, beauty, and business goals. Amazing. So let's kick off this episode with defining price gouging, because I feel like I see that all over the internet all the time with my price transparency posts. And price gouging is the practice of increasing prices of goods, services, or commodities to a level much higher than what's considered to be reasonable or fair. A specific example of this is that 2-liter of Purell that was selling on Amazon for $250 over the pandemic. And well, at this time, it was a necessity. And when prices for it was normally around $25 just the day before, and then they hiked it up to $250. But hair services are not a necessity. They are a luxury. And furthermore, as an independent hairstylist, you can charge whatever you want, because let's be real here. There is not a shortage of hairstylists. When there's a shortage of something, that's when we can say things are price gouging, because there's no other option. There is literally enough hair and skin to go around for everybody. Now, you can make your prices anything you want so long as you can find the clientele to pay for it. Now, I want to put a disclaimer out here, and I've said this many times on my posts when doing price transparency videos. Not everyone should be charging high prices. There are important factors to consider, like skill, demand, and experience. So no, I don't think that you should charge $2,000 for any hair makeover or service fresh out of school unless you have the skill and the demand right out the gate. We all start from beauty school, but also why should those of us who have put in the time and the energy to educate ourselves and build up that clientele to be penalized for charging premium prices when clients literally have no problem paying me for the overall experience? So that's what we're going to chat about today. Because rule number 1 as a woman in business is do not think with your own wallet. That means just because I can't afford something doesn't mean the other person can't. So now let's talk about charging your worth, the 5 things you should avoid when charging clients. Mistake number 1 that I see many stylists make is not discussing prices before starting the service. So picture this. A client walks into your salon excited for their appointment, but when it comes time to pay, they're shocked by the price. This can lead to a ton of discomfort and even tension between you and the client, not to mention a bad review, or even worse, they tell everybody they know not to go to you because you are perceived to be a dishonest person and a dishonest business owner. Believe me, I've been there. Taking on a client used to literally fill me with anxiety. I would worry about whether my consultation was detailed, if my foil placement would deliver the results they expected, whether my toner formula was too dark, or if the length of the service might discourage them from coming back. There is so much that goes into creating the best experience for your client, but the number 1 thing you must nail early in your career is the consultation. This is so you can create the best experience for both of you, really, and it's essential to have a transparent conversation about pricing before you begin any service. This sets clear expectations and ensures there are no surprises when it's time to settle the bill. Plus, this sets you apart from the sticker shock culture that is super rampant in the hair community. So if you're a stylist who wants to charge their worth, then you need to get comfortable with talking about money with your client. There are 2 to 3 times that pricing should be mentioned. Once on your booking site, once on the phone saying, here's a starting price for the service you're about to receive, and then finally during your consultation before you even proceed with doing anything to their hair. Bottom line, hone in on your consultation skills, and the more you practice, the better you will get at it. Trust me, if you want your consultations to not be weird, practice with yourself in the mirror or practice with another hair bestie in the salon. I promise it just gets easier and easier the more you do it. Another pitfall to watch out for is failing to communicate the value of your services and neglecting to account for the client experience. Your clients aren't just paying for a haircut or color, they're investing in an experience. This is the most important factor as to why some hairstylists are able to charge more for the same exact service. It's kind of like the difference between going to a fast food chain and a sit-down restaurant where they serve you. Which type of salon do you want to be? Fast food, fine dining, or somewhere in between? From the moment your clients walk through your door to the final end result, every interaction should reinforce the value you provide. What's the check-in process like? Do they change into a robe? Do you offer refreshments or snacks? Do you educate them on how to care for their hair at home? Do you use high-quality products? Take the time to explain your unique approach, showcase your expertise, what makes you different, and create a welcoming atmosphere that keeps your clients coming back again and again. The more value you build into your service, the more clients will understand the cost. And remember, adding value doesn't have to cost money or your time. It could be as simple as creating the best booking site, a nice smooth check-in flow, followed by the best customer service they have ever experienced in a salon. Now let's move on to the third fear that many stylists grapple with, which is client pushback. It's totally natural to worry about how clients will react to your pricing, but letting this fear dictate your decisions can hold you back from charging what you're truly worth. Remember, confidence is key, so stand firm on the value you provide and don't be afraid to justify your prices with concrete examples of your skills, expertise, and the overall experience you offer. This is why I say not everybody can charge premium prices, because you need to build up to that standard. Your skill, demand, and experience need to match the price. And you have to be okay knowing that not everyone's going to agree with the pricing, and that's okay if they go somewhere else. This is why clients need to be overflowing before you even consider raising your prices. The best way to handle client pushback is asking your client what their budget is. Once you have a better idea of what they're willing to spend, now you can create a service that can give them a similar look to what they want at a price they can afford without you breaking your back. Again, I want to reiterate, be comfortable with clients saying no, just like it's okay for you to say no. In the long run, it's really best for both of you. At the end of the day, clients and hairstylists need to vibe well, and if the vibing, then it's time to move on. Next on the list of things to avoid is underestimating your skill set. We're always second guessing what we do and how we do it. And even as a veteran hairstylist who has been doing hair for over 2 decades, I still stay up late at night wondering if my client really liked her hair. It's totally normal to feel this way because we put our heart and soul into every bit of work we do. And at the end of the day, we just want our clients to love their hair. As hairstylists, we invest years in honing our craft, mastering our techniques, and staying up to date with the latest trends. Yet some stylists undervalue their expertise and set their prices way too low. Your pricing should reflect the quality of your work and the years of dedication you've put into perfecting your skills. You know what you're good at. The faster and better you become at a specific skill should reflect in the bill. As your clientele grows, so should your salary. Every single year, corporations give their employees a 3 to 5% raise, and our profession should be no different. So don't sell yourself short. Know your worth and charge accordingly. Finally, let's discuss the biggest mistake I see hairstylists do when it comes to charging your worth. It's the danger of discounting your time. Time is the most valuable asset as a hairstylist and as a person, and discounting your services can devalue the hard work you put into each appointment. I see all too often our clients sit in our chair, tell us their deepest, darkest secrets, reveal trauma in their lives, and all of the bad shit they go through. And when it comes time at the end of their appointment, we're giving away free services because we feel bad for them, hoping your discount will brighten their day, but really it's putting a hole in your pocket. While occasional promotions can be beneficial when your business is growing, be mindful not to undercut your prices to the point where you're not adequately compensated for your time and expertise. A general rule of thumb is your hourly price should be whatever your haircut fee is. That is the bare minimum that you should be charging. Now throw in some chemicals and treatments, the price needs to go up. Now there are lots of ways you can model your pricing. There is hourly, service-based, hourly plus product cost, but do what works best for you and your clientele. So let's wrap all this up with the 5 things you should do as a hairstylist, no matter where you're at in your career. Always talk about pricing before and during your consultation. Get comfortable with talking about money. The more you practice, the less weird it gets. Always communicate the value of your service and experience. It could be as simple as giving them some water, a little snack, and a 5-minute head massage. Always stand firm in your pricing when dealing with client pushback when it comes to pricing. Remember, you can always adjust the amount of work to fit their budget, not the other way around. Know your skill set is worth it and always improve it with yearly education. And finally, stop discounting your time. You are running a business, not a charity. Now, if you love episodes like these and you want more, you're not going to want to miss something I have launching so soon, HairB&B University. This is the ultimate business makeover specifically for hairstylists. It's a place where you can learn at your own pace, turn your passion into profit, and gain confidence behind the chair. And all you have to do is sign up for the waitlist by tapping on the link down below in the description notes. So this wraps up today's episode, and I want to thank you so much for joining me on HairB&B. I hope you found my podcast helpful, and I also have lots of free education on my website, MirellaManelli.com, as well as YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. You also find education specific to your niche and tools you can use for your business. So make sure to subscribe to the show in iTunes or Spotify or whatever streaming platform you listen to. And if you found value in the show, I'd appreciate a ratings or simply tell a friend about the show to listen in. Now, I'll see you in the next episode, and be ready to simplify your hair, beauty, and business goals on HairB&B. Cheers!